How is it going, everybody? This is RBT coming at you with my Alabama LSU post-game recap video. Alabama wins 38-17 over the LSU Tigers. And guys, I was 4 points away from my prediction. I was, if you watched my pregame video, I said 42-17 Alabama over LSU. I was so close, and people thought I was pretty crazy for thinking it was I had that big of a gap in my prediction, but I proved to be pretty much correct. I was extremely confident coming to the game. I knew Zach Mettenberger, he's a heck of a quarterback and always plays great against us. I knew he was going to have a big game, and I knew they had some stud wide receivers in Odell Beckham Jr. and Jarvis Landry. But I didn't really expect them alone to keep LSU in the game as long as they did. And you got to give them credit. They did. We did get lucky early on. The first quarter dominated by LSU. Second quarter is about half and half, and the second half completely dominated by Alabama. But I do want to say, though, well, LSU, first of all, LSU obviously gave a couple breaks to Alabama got a couple breaks in the first quarter. You got to think the first drive that LSU had, we get John Copeland's going in for a touchdown run, and very easily, in like at the inch-yard line, Tanae Patrick knocks it loose, and we recovered the fumble. That was probably the biggest play right there. Who knows how the game ends up if John Copeland goes in for a touchdown? That you got to think about that. That's ridiculous. It was so long ago that's probably slips everybody's mind. That was maybe a turning point in the game, because with the way LSU was dominating in the first quarter, that it could have been a 14-0 game very, very easily. And then you got to go on the messed up snap from the center. He snapped it when Zach Mettenberger was trying to audible the play, and that gave Alabama a free field goal right there. And AJ, was a little rusty the first quarter. Had a couple wide open throws that he missed. The one to Christian Jones, we're not real sure if that was miscommunication or a bad route by Christian Jones, but that should have been a touchdown right there. The touchdown, the pass to O.J. Howard early on should have been a touchdown, but we got 3 points out of it, and it was a gift anyway. So, first quarter, we got a gift 3 points, and it could have easily been 14-0, but I'm not really sure if that impacts the rest of the game. But, it very, very easily could have, but you can't say woulda, shoulda, coulda, I guess you can say there. I do want to say Zach Mettenberger is an absolute baller. I knew he was gonna make some throws, but I didn't really expect him to have the game that he did. I had a good feeling that we were gonna stop the run, and LSU was gonna have to rely on Zach Mettenberger, and he played a lot better than I thought he was gonna do. I really do think right now, if I had to say like a top 5, if I'm an NFL scout for a team, if I have a top 5 for my NFL draft prospects, I'm completely sold on Teddy Bridgewater, number 1. But number 2, I think I might have Zach Mettenberger up there, because the dude's an absolute beast. He's an absolute baller. You sit there and watch the last drive that they have, and he gets sacked 3 straight plays, and it just shows you how competitive he is. His competitive fire, how upset he gets. The man, he freaking might have tore his ACL with the way he looked at the last hit, but the man gets up, walks off the field just like you're supposed to be. He doesn't. He's a true gamer. Doesn't want to stay on the field after that last hit. Shows you he's a gamer. He really is a competitive guy. An NFL arm, makes great decisions. Despite though he had a couple drop picks this game, C.J. Mosley might have the worst hands in college football, but as long as they're not picked off, it doesn't count. So either woulda, shoulda, coulda thing there, but he did have a great game, and I think he possibly can go on to be a starter in the NFL. He's a really, really good quarterback, and he's just, I know he's sometimes inconsistent when he's not playing Alabama. When he plays Alabama, when he plays against the best competition, which is Alabama, comes up and has huge games, and that's what he's had the past 2 seasons. So kudos to him. He's a great quarterback. Odell Beckham Jr., he's an absolute beast. Had some big catches early on for that big kick return. The fake punt was huge. I kind of was thinking, kind of along the lines of what Gary Danielson said. why, if you're actually going to punt the football, why not just take the 5 yard penalty there, unless you're thinking of a fake? And that I was kind of thinking that, and I wasn't really surprised when I saw that fake punt, but that ended up being huge. We scored in that drive, and pretty much from then on, we had all the momentum in the game. Defense played big. Dion Blue was burned a couple times. That one play, though, the receiver that wasn't Landry or Beckham Jr., which I cannot think of his name, it was just a great adjustment by him. He wasn't really beating the play. He just didn't really make the adjustment that the receiver did. So he was burned a couple times. I was very impressed with O.J. Howard. It's crazy for a tight end to have that much speed, and he's going to be a beast for us the next 2 years. Yes, the next 2 years. He'll probably be gone after his junior season. Defense, for the most part, played great. Held them in check. Running the football made them one-dimensional. Even though it was making me very mad we could not get off the field on third downs. But regardless, we made plays when we had to. We made stops when we had to. The offense made plays when they had to. So that's all that matters. Man, this is a 21-point win against a very, very good LSU team, which I mean, yeah, they can't be ranked high because, I mean, they had 3 losses, but I think if you put a team's, how good the team actually is, I think LSU is easily a top 15 team, if not a top 10 team. They're really good. Put them against the top 15 teams in the country. I think they go at least 9-6, maybe better than that, because LSU's a really good team. AJ played great. Kenyon Drake, TJ Yeldon both had their high points in the game. They both played very well. Absolutely dominated LSU in the running game. AJ, I'm not sure if you can say he outplays that Mettenberger, but he made the throws when he had to, and he had a great game. And Heisman discussion, I don't know. I really don't care if he's there. Cool. I think he deserves it, but I mean, I'm not gonna get out of my way and say that he deserves the Heisman, because I mean, there's so many other guys out there, and you can't. I mean, it's really depending on what you put your Heisman vote agenda on. I mean, yeah, I understand the fact. I mean, national championships have to count for something, right? The man's about to play potentially. Can't get ahead of myself, but potentially play for his 3rd national championship in a row. That should mean something. But it all depends on a personal perspective and whatever you put your agenda on when thinking about the Heisman. I mean, it's supposed to be the best player in the country. Is he the best player in the country? I don't know, but we'll just have to see on that one. Anything else to talk about? Huge game, but you got to remember, we can't have a letdown. I mean, you got to remember last year had a big win against LSU. Next week come out and get beat by Texas A&M. Is Mississippi State Texas A&M? No, but they're still a heck of a team. Well, that may be an overstatement. They're a solid team. They're not a walk in the park. They put up 41 points in Texas A&M today. A good quarterback and Dak Prescott, and a good overall team. And they're going to put up a fight. I mean, I seriously would not be surprised to come out and look a little bit sluggish against Mississippi State. But I'm just proud of the team that played well. It's really cool to see Nick all happy after the game. If you watch him in his post game interview when he's waiting while AJ's talking, he's sitting there trying his best not to smile on camera. It was awesome. But final stats for the game, haven't really even looked at them. We win 38-17. Like I said, the 3rd down conversions ended up being huge. We got 5 out of 10, and we got some really, really big 3rd downs in the second half. I remember they said, like, Alabama, ever since John Chavis been the D coordinator at LSU, in the second half, Alabama's like 2 of 17 on 3rd down, some ridiculous stat like that. We were 5 of 10 today. I think we got like 3 of 5 in the second half. I'm not sure, but LSU was 7 and 12, and they were 6 of 7 in the first half. So we had a really, I said that was a huge adjustment in the second half. I mean, that makes them 1 of 5 or 1 of 5. Yeah, we were 1 for 5 in 3rd downs in the second half. I did not even realize that till just then. But we beat them in total yards, 372 to 284. AJ only had 179 yards. I thought it was more than that, but 3 big touchdown passes. He was 14 and 20, 179, 3 touchdowns. TJ went over 100. I did not know that either. He had 25 carries for 133 yards. Kenyon Drake had 4 for 65. TJ had 2 TDs. Zach Mettenberger, like I said, had a great game, 16 and 23, 241 through the air, 1 touchdown. And like I said, LSU, if you count those last last 3 sacks, or 4 sacks in a row actually. That's 43 yards on 31 carries, which is really impressive from a team that tends to have a really, which is pretty much punches you in the face running the football year in and year out. So big game. I did not realize that Jarvis Landry had 90 yards to the air. He had double what Odell Beckham had. Odell Beckham had 42. But that's about it, guys. Yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think about this game in the comment section below. I do want to say, though, that I cannot respond to comments anymore because YouTube won't let me, because I've not upgraded my channel to Google Plus, and I'm not going to do that because I want a YouTube account, not a Google Plus account. I'm not going to let YouTube force me into making something I don't want, because Google Plus is crappy, and I want a YouTube channel, not a Google Plus account. It's stupid that they're making you they're forcing you to have a Google Plus account to be able to comment on videos, and that's just stupid. But anyways, if you have a Google Plus account or you can comment on videos somehow, just comment below. Let me know what you think about the game, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Leave a like if you haven't. Like I said, subscribe if you haven't already. Have a great day. Roll Tide, go Sox, and go Titans to you. Enjoy this one. We have Mississippi State coming up next week. Like I said, they're not a walk in the park by any means, but let's enjoy this one and come out strong next week. So have a great week, guys. Peace.